We already Okay, in first session, we already discussed about each of the continent in detail. In that discussion, we already mentioned some of the important rivers, its basin and the origin and the drainage and all. Okay, so I'm not going to repeat that same thing in this class. Today, we will discuss the most relevant and most important hot topics that came in the last year, 1 year news. Okay, so first and foremost is Israel. We all know that Israel, there is conflict is happening in Israel. Okay, so first we are going to study the borders of Israel and the disputed territories in Israel, water bodies in Israel. Okay, so these three are the major key things that we are going to look in. Okay, so first is the territory of Israel. Okay, this is already we discussed for the newcomers. Just we are telling Israel is bordered by. Okay, Israel is bordered by Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, and Egypt. Okay, this may be a question in this year. Okay, the nations which encircles or the nations which bound Israel is are Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, and Egypt. Okay, then Israel shares border with Mediterranean Sea. We can see on the west bank of on the west bank of this Israel's Mediterranean Sea, and the east side we can see which water body is this? We can see Dead Sea. And other than Dead Sea, there is one more water body here that is known as Sea of Sea of Galilee. Sea of Galilee have other names. What are they? Sea of Galilee is also known as Lake Tiberias. Okay, please note it down. Sea of Galilee is known as Lake Tiberias. And it is also known as Lake Kinneret. Okay, so these are the three water bodies near or encircles the Israel. In the western side, it is bounded by Mediterranean Sea, and in the eastern side, it shares border with Dead Sea and to Lake Tiberias or Sea of Galilee. Okay, then another most important thing is before moving to the conflicted zone, we will discuss about this Sea of Galilee. What is the significance of Sea of Galilee? Uh, we call it a sea, right? We call it a sea, but actually it is not a sea. It is a lake, like Caspian Sea. Caspian Sea is also a lake. Okay, this is also a lake. And the most major important thing about this Sea of Galilee is it is the lowest freshwater lake in the world. It is the lowest freshwater lake in the world. It's a freshwater lake, and it is the lowest freshwater lake in the world. Second most important thing about Sea of Galilee is through which River Jordan passes. River Jordan passes through this lake. Last year we have got a question regarding Jhelum River, right? Jhelum River passes through Wular Lake. Like that, Jordan River is passes through Sea of Galilee. Okay. From where this Jordan River rises? Jordan River rises from, you can see, it originates from Mount Hermon on the border of Lebanon and Syria. Jordan River originates from Mount Hermon. It is in the border between Lebanon and Syria. It passes through Sea of Galilee and finally it drains into Dead Sea. It drains into Dead Sea. In case of international rivers, UPSC always asks the drainage. Okay, in the previous year question papers, UPSC already asked about the drainage of Volga River and they already asked about the drainage of Mekong River. Okay, in case of international rivers, rather than asking origin of river, they will ask drainage or they will ask the countries through which this passes. Okay, these are the two questions that UPSC usually asks regarding international rivers. Okay, so from this figure, we can see that the river Jordan originates between the border of Lebanon and Syria from Hermon mountain and it passes through the border between Israel and Syria. And it also passes through the border between Israel and Jordan, or West Bank and Jordan. Finally, it enters into Dead Sea. Okay, then Dead Sea shares border with, or it is situated between which nations? It is situated between Israel and Jordan. We can also say Palestine because West Bank is the territory of Palestine. Okay, so Dead Sea is situated between Israel, Jordan, and Palestine. Dead Sea is situated between Israel, Jordan, and Palestine. Then now we are moving to the disputed territories in Israel. The most disputed territories in Israel are Gaza Strip and West Bank because these are the Palestinian enclave which is present in Israel. These are the Palestinian enclaves present in Israel. Okay, so in the last class, I already mentioned that whenever they give a statement regarding West Bank, they will say that West Bank is situated on the west of Israel. Is the statement is right? No. Actually, West Bank is situated in the east of Israel. West Bank is situated in the east of Israel. And they will also say from this word bank, it is situated on the banks of Mediterranean Sea. Is it right? No. It is situated on the banks of Jordan River. That is why it is known as West Bank. Okay, it is situated on the west bank of Jordan River. That is why we call it as a West Bank. Okay, then Gaza Strip. Gaza Strip shares the border with the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, Gaza Strip shares the border with the Mediterranean Sea. West Bank shares border with the Jordan Sea and the Dead Sea. Okay, and please note it down. Sea of Galilee is not borders with the West Bank. Okay, which area or which disputed territory is sharing border with the Sea of Galilee? That is Golan Heights. Okay, Golan Heights is a territory that belongs to Syria. Actually, it's a territory of Syria. Okay, when the 7-year war happened, Israel annexed this territory from Syria. Actually, now it is in the possession of Israel. Okay, but it is not actually the territory of Israel, it is the territory of Syria. Okay, so it's a disputed territory between Syria and Israel. Most probably, you will get another question. They will ask Golan Heights is surrounded by which nations? Okay, if you see this map, you can see Golan Heights is surrounded by Lebanon, Israel, then okay, you can see four nations are surrounding Golan Heights. That are Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, and this is very, very important. Okay. Then next important thing is cities in Israel. Okay, the most
Ma'am,
important city
screen is
in
not
Israel
visible.
is, we all know that, Tel Aviv. You can see Tel Aviv is situated on the banks of Mediterranean Sea. It is in the banks of Mediterranean Sea. Another major important city is Haifa. Okay, please note it down. Actually, in okay, Israel is also having a port. I think you all are heard about international corridors that we discussed in G20 summit in recent time. Okay, in that one port is Haifa corridor, Haifa port. So this is very, very important. Haifa port. It is in Israel. The another most important city that came in the news is Ashkelon. Actually, the city was in our Hindu newspaper for one complete week. The two major cities are Tel Aviv. It is in the banks of Mediterranean. Another one is Haifa. It's a port city. It is also in the banks of Mediterranean. Next one is Ashkelon. I think this year the question will be Ashkelon. Okay. Then another most important city is Khan Yunis. It is in Gaza Strip. Khan Yunis. It is in Gaza Strip. Khan Yunis. These are the major cities in Israel that came in our last year newspapers. Then another most important thing is corridors. Okay, the major three corridors that are present in our news. Rafah corridor. What is the significance of Rafah corridor? You can see Rafah crossing here. What is the importance of Rafah crossing? Yes, it is the only connectivity from Gaza to Egypt. Okay, when the Arabs want to escape, they have only one channel, that is this Rafah corridor. During this war, Israel actually closed this borders. Okay, that is the major thing that came in our newspaper. Rafah crossing. It is between Gaza Strip to Egypt. Okay, okay. Next one is Iras crossing. Next one is Iras crossing. It's in Israel, Iras crossing. Actually, there is no much significance about Iras crossing. Most important one is Rafah crossing. So there are three crossings. First is Rafah crossing. Sorry. Second one is Kerem Shalom. Next one is Iras crossing. Okay. These are the three crossings that comes in Israel. The most important one is Rafah crossing. It is the only crossing that connects Gaza to Egypt. Okay. So next is Ben Gurion Canal. What is Ben Gurion Canal? Before moving to Ben Gurion Canal, we will just discuss about Red Sea. Okay, we already discussed Red Sea in our last class. Okay, what are the countries bordering Red Sea? Or which are the countries that borders Red Sea? Djibouti, then Djibouti, Egypt. You can see Djibouti here, Egypt here. Okay, then next is Eritrea. Okay. If you are remembering Eritrea, please note it down that Ethiopia is not there. Okay. UPC definitely give Ethiopia as an option. Then you will be confused. Ethiopia is not bordering with Red Sea. It is Eritrea that borders with the Red Sea. UPC definitely give Ethiopia. Okay. Then next is Sudan, Saudi, then Yemen. These are the nations bordering Red Sea. Okay, DC. Okay, Djibouti, Egypt, Eritrea, Sudan, Saudi, and Yemen. Please note it down. Ethiopia is not bordering uh, Red Sea. Okay. Then some of the students having a doubt that whether Jordan and Israel is having a border with Red Sea. Technically speaking, this Israel and Jordan is having connection with the Red Sea. It is through Gulf of Aqaba. This is very important for this year because this is Gulf of Aqaba. Okay, this region is known as Gulf of Aqaba. The nations which is opening into Gulf of Aqaba are Egypt. This is Sinai Peninsula. It is the part of Egypt. Okay, so Egypt, then Israel, then Jordan, then Saudi. Egypt, Israel, Jordan, and Saudi. These are the nations opening into Gulf of Aqaba. Gulf of Aqaba is the part of Red Sea. It is the part of Red Sea. Okay. The major important thing about this Gulf of Aqaba is there is a port in Gulf of Aqaba. That port is known as Elet Port. It is the port of Israel. Please write it down. Elet Port is the port of Israel. This is the second port we are studying in this session. Okay, first port was Haifa. It is in Mediterranean Sea. This is the second port that is present in Israel, that is Elet. Elet port. What is the significance of this Elet port? Okay, there comes our Ben Gurion Canal. Have you heard about this Ben Gurion Canal? Ben Gurion Canal. Actually, it's an alternative route to Mediterranean Sea, actually planned to build by Israel. Okay, we all know that from Red Sea we can access Mediterranean Sea through Suez Canal, right? usually the nations are connecting to Red Sea to Mediterranean Sea is through Suez Canal. Suez Canal is going through Egypt. Okay, Egypt is controlling the Suez Canal, but now Israel is planning to make another connectivity from this Elet, Port Elet to Mediterranean Sea through another route that is known as Ben Gurion Canal. Okay, so UPC may ask the Ben Gurion Canal connects from Port Elet to Mediterranean Sea. Port Elet is the port of Israel. This canal is moving through or passes through Israel. Okay, so this is the significance of Ben Gurion Canal. Okay, then this Ben Gurion Canal is actually passing through. Here you can see this area through which this Ben Gurion Canal is passing. This Ben Gurion Canal is passing through Negev Desert. So Negev Desert is present in Israel through which this Ben Gurion Canal is passing. The major geographical feature that is present in Negev Desert is Makteshim. What is Makteshim? Makteshim are the deep valleys created in Negev deserts. The deep valleys which is present in Negev desert is known as Makteshim. So please note it down. Nowadays, UPSC is asking about geographical features. In 2022, we have got a question regarding Gandigota Canyon, the hidden canyon in India. Okay, like this, this is also a major geographical feature which we can see in Negev Desert. So Ben Gurion Canal is passing through Negev Desert. Negev Desert is present in Israel. The deep valleys which is present in Negev Desert is known as Makteshim. Okay. Then, okay, how this Gulf of Aden and Red Sea is connected? It is connected to the Strait of Babel Mandab. Okay, so Gulf of Aden is the part of Indian Ocean. Actually, Gulf of Aden is the part of Indian Ocean. This Gulf of Aden is connected to Red Sea through Babel Mandab. Then from Red Sea through Suez Canal, it is connected to Mediterranean Sea. Red Sea is connected to Mediterranean Sea through Suez Canal. From this Mediterranean Sea, there is another connection to Atlantic Ocean. It is through Atlantic Ocean, through Strait of Gibraltar. This is the shortest route from Indian Ocean to Atlantic Ocean. This is the shortest route from Indian Ocean to Atlantic Ocean. So please note it down. Gulf of Aden. Actually, Gulf of Aden is situated between Yemen and Somalia. It is between Yemen and Somalia. From Gulf of Aden, there is a narrow strait that is known as Babel Mandab. From Babel Mandab, it connected to Red Sea. From Red Sea, it is connected to Mediterranean Sea through Suez Canal. Finally, Mediterranean Sea connects to Atlantic Ocean through Strait of Gibraltar. Okay. In our first class, I already mentioned a clue to remember this thing. What was that? There is a red mandap in the middle of Eden garden. Okay, we all know what is Eden. Eden is a garden in mythology or in Bible or Quran. Okay, so in the middle of Eden garden, there is a red mandap. Okay, so you can remember that Gulf of Eden is connected to Red Sea through Babel Mandap. Okay, then this is about Red Sea, and there is a peninsula. This peninsula is known as Sinai Peninsula. What is Sinai Peninsula, or which nation? In which nation the Sinai Peninsula is situated? Egypt. Actually, it is the part of Egypt which lies to the east of Suez Canal. The territory of Egypt which lies to the east of Suez Canal is known as Sinai Peninsula, or the part of Egypt that comes to the part of Asia. Actually, Egypt is majorly lies in African continent. Okay, some part of it comes in Asia. That part is known as Sinai Peninsula. Sinai Peninsula is situated between which nations? Egypt and Israel. Situated between Egypt and Israel. Next is Horn of Africa. Horn of Africa. This is Red Sea. Actually, this is Red Sea. Just below the Red Sea, this part of Africa is known as Horn of Africa. Usually, UPC may ask the question like that. They will ask the nations present in Horn of Africa. The nations present in Horn of Africa is Eritrea, Ethiopia, Djibouti, and Somalia. The nations in Horn of Africa include Eritrea, Ethiopia, Djibouti, and Somalia. You can see here Eritrea, Ethiopia, Djibouti, and Somalia. This part is known as Horn of Africa. Next is Persian Gulf. Okay, which of the or what all are the countries that comes in Persian Gulf region? The countries that encircles Persian Gulf. It is easy to remember. We all know that most of the Malayalis are residing in Gulf nation. What all are that Gulf nations? It includes Kuwait, Saudi, then UAE, then Oman, then Qatar, then Bahrain, then okay. Here we can see Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE. Okay. Then Oman. These are the nations comes in Persian Gulf. Other than these nations, Iran and Iraq is also borders with Persian Gulf. Okay, so this is very, very important. Iran and Iraq is also bordering Persian Gulf. Okay, all the Gulf nations that we say in our place that comes in Persian Gulf. Other than that, Iran and Iraq is also borders with Persian Gulf. And most important thing is Yemen is not having any borders with Persian Gulf. UPC will give Yemen as an option. So please write it down. Yemen is not bordering with the Persian Gulf. Yemen is not having any border with the Persian Gulf. UPC will definitely give Yemen as an option. Okay, Yemen does not come. Then this part is Indian Ocean. Actually, Gulf of Oman is the part of Indian Ocean. Gulf of Oman is connected to Persian Gulf through Strait of Hormuz. Okay, if you are sitting in UPSC examination, you will be confused between this Strait of Hormuz and the Babel Mandab. That's why I gave that clue. Okay, a red mandab is present in the middle of uh, Eden Garden. Okay, so please note it down. Gulf of Oman is connected to Persian Gulf through Strait of Hormuz. Okay. Next is Ukraine-Russia issue and the regions related to Ukraine and Russia. The nations bordering Ukraine. Already UPSC has asked this question last year, but you will get the same question again and again. One time UPSC asked the nations bordering Black Sea, and in the next year also they repeated the same question. So UPSC may ask this same question because Ukraine-Russia war is happening for a long time. It's continuing. Okay. So the nations which surround Ukraine are Russia, Belarus, Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, and Moldova. Okay. I already gave you a memorizing technique, right? Okay. Russia's lover. Okay. Russia's lover. Lover always Romania. Okay, Russia and Russia's lover quarreled when they became hungry. Okay, they quarreled for Moldova biscuit. Then Poleton came to solve the issue. Poleton came to solve the issue, and uh, actually, it's a word in Malayalam. Uh, ബലം പിടിച്ച് മാറ്റി, right? Okay, they separated them forcefully. Okay, മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ റഷ്യയുടെ ലവറും മാൾഡോവ ബിസ്ക്കറ്റിന് വേണ്ടി അടിയുണ്ടായി. പ്രശ്നം സോൾവ് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി ആര് വന്നു? പോളേട്ടൻ ബലം പിടിച്ച് മാറ്റി. ദാറ്റ്സ് ദ സ്റ്റോറി. ഓക്കെ, റഷ്യ's lover quarreled when they became hungry for Moldova biscuit. Moldova. Okay, then Poland came to solve the issue. Poland, Slovakia, and they separated them with force, Belarus. Okay, so this is the countries bordering Ukraine. Then about Ukraine, UPC already asked the conflicted areas in Ukraine. So please note it down, conflicted areas in Ukraine. I don't know why from 2022 UPSC onwards, UPC is asking the conflicted areas in the nations. Okay, if you are noticing the question papers from 2022 to 2022 and 2023, you can see UPC always asks the disputed territories. If you are going through current affairs, please note the disputed territories between nations. Okay. Before 2022, UPC usually asks questions regarding nations and bordering nations, water bodies and bordering nations. But nowadays, they are asking about disputed territory, and they are also asking what is the dispute is happening there. That means they are connecting IR with the geography. Okay, so the conflicted areas in Ukraine are Luhansk. Please write it down. Luhansk, Donetsk, Luhansk, Donetsk, Luhansk, Donetsk. The conflicted areas in Ukraine. Luhansk, Donetsk, Donbass, Donbass. You can see Luhansk here, Donetsk here, then Donbass. This full territory is entirely known as Donbass. Donbass, then Zaporizhia. Why Zaporizhia is become famous? It is because one of the largest nuclear power plant of Europe is situated in Ukraine. It is captured by Russia. That is why Zaporizhia came in the newspaper. Okay, nuclear power plant is present in Zaporizhia region. It is annexed by Russia from Ukraine. Then Kherson. Kherson. Luhansk, Donetsk, Donbass, Zaporizhia, Kherson. These are the conflicted areas present in Ukraine. And these all areas are in the eastern side of Ukraine. Why it is situated in the eastern side of Ukraine? Because eastern part of Ukraine is bordering with Russia. So Russia is trying to capture this region. Okay. So these are the regions. Then another most important thing, that is Dnieper River. Dnieper River. This Dnieper River is flowing through almost middle of the Ukraine. That is the most important thing. Actually, Dnieper River is passing through the center of Ukraine. Okay, what is the significance of this river? This river divides Ukraine into western part and eastern part. This western part people having or more lenient towards European culture. Actually, they don't want to come under the control of Russia. Okay, they want to free from Russia and they follow the culture and norms of Europeans. Okay, but in the eastern part, the people is pro-Russian people. They want to be separated from Ukraine and they want to be follow the Russian norms and culture. Okay, so this is the river that separates two different groups. Okay, then if they are asking about Dnieper River is originate from Russia. Please write it down. It originates from Russia. Then it passes through Russia, Belarus, and Ukraine. Russia, Belarus, and Ukraine. Finally drains into Black Sea. It drains into Black Sea. It originates from Russia and it passes through Russia, Belarus, Ukraine, finally drains into Black Sea. It originates from Valdai Hills in Russia. It originates from Valdai Hills in Russia. Okay. Another most important river is Danube River. Danube is the one of the largest river flowing through Europe. It is the second largest river flowing through Europe. Second largest river flowing through Europe. Danube River originates from Germany by the confluence of two rivers. Okay, it is formed from Germany by the confluence of two rivers, and it passes through Germany, Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, Serbia, Romania, and Bulgaria. It passes through, first is originate from Germany, then it passes through Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, Serbia, Romania, Bulgaria, finally Ukraine. Ukraine. Okay. Then there is another important channel that present in news is Suina Channel. Please write it down. The Suina Channel is present in Danube River. What is the significance of the Suina Channel? Suina Channel. It is in Danube River. Actually, at the end of this Danube River, it uh, turned into three distributaries. In that, one of the distributaries known as Sulina. Actually, Sulina is the distributary of Danube River. Okay, it enters into Black Sea. Actually, uh, there is a deal between Russia and Ukraine. Okay, Black Sea grain deal. Okay, in this deal, a few years ago, Russia agreed with Ukraine that Russia will supply grains to Ukraine. Okay, before this war happening, actually, when they were friends, Russia said that they will give grains and supply to the Ukraine. Okay, then this war started. What happened is this actually Russia backed from this deal and they stopped to give grains to the Ukraine. Then Ukraine brought its grain through this Sulina channel because the Sulina channel is connected to Black Sea. It is connected to Black Sea. You can see this Danube River here. You can see Danube River here. Okay. So this Danube River is entering into Black Sea, and whenever the grain from Atlantic Ocean and Indian Ocean brought to this Black Sea, it is going to Ukraine through this Danube River. Okay. The Sulina channel. Actually, Sulina channel is only up to here. It is only up to here. Okay. So when this last year this war happened, the Russia blocked this Sulina channel. Then the Ukraine is short of its grain and food. Then what happened is UN declared ceasefire between these two nations. Actually, Ukraine asked Russia to stop the war for few days because Ukraine is not getting any food. Actually, they were going to food insecurity. Okay, so this channel is very important. Sulina channel. It is the only channel through which the Ukraine will get grains from Black Sea. They can transport the grains and cargoes from Black Sea to their territory. Okay, so this is about Sulina channel. UPC may ask the Sulina channel is the distributary of. It is the distributary of Danube River. Or they will ask Sulina channel connects between. It connects between Danube River to Black Sea. Okay. There are another channels of Danube River that are Chilia channel. Just write it, but it is not that much important. Chilia channel and Saint George channel. Actually, there are three distributaries. One is Chilia, another one is Saint George, then last one is Sulina. Okay, these are the three distributaries of the Danu River. Next is Russia. Okay, you can see Russia here. Okay, the nations bordering Russia. The nations bordering Russia includes Norway. Please write it down. Norway, Finland, then Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. First one is Norway, then Finland. Sweden is not bordering with Russia. Please note it down. Sweden is not bordering with Russia. Then three nations that are Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. Then you can see Belarus here, Belarus and Poland. Belarus and Poland. Then Ukraine and Crimea. Then you can see Georgia and Azerbaijan. Georgia and Azerbaijan. Then Kazakhstan, China, Mongolia. Then North Korea. It is very, very important. North Korea is bordering with Russia. Actually, it has a small border here. North Korea is bordering with Russia. This is very, very important. And please note it down. Sweden does not have any borders with Russia. That is also important. Sweden is not having any borders with Russia. Okay, then about Black Sea. This year, maybe they will ask about Bosphorus Strait and Dardanelles Strait. That is the most important thing in Black Sea. Okay, you can see actually Ukraine is situated in the northern part of Black Sea. Okay, you can see Ukraine region. Okay, then between Ukraine and Russia, there is a small sea that is known as Sea of Azov. There is a small sea that is known as Sea of Azov. This Sea of Azov is connected to Black Sea. Here you can see a small strait that connects between Sea of Azov and the Black Sea. That strait is known as Kerch Strait. That strait is known as Kerch Strait. From this Black Sea, there is another small sea that is known as Sea of Marmara. From Black Sea to Sea of Marmara, it is connected to a strait that is known as Bosphorus Strait. In the UPSC hall, we will confuse between Bosphorus Strait and Dardanelles Strait. The Sea of Marmara is connected to Aegean Sea through Dardanelles Strait. Then Aegean Sea is the part of Mediterranean. From Mediterranean Sea, it is connected to, from Mediterranean Sea, it is connected to Atlantic Ocean through Strait of Gibraltar. Okay, actually, this is the route from Atlantic Ocean to Black Sea, through which the grain for Ukraine and the Crimea are coming. Okay, actually, through this route, the cargo is coming to Ukraine region. So this is very, very important. Okay, this is very, very important. Maybe UPSC will ask this question because Russia is blocking every channel that's connected to Ukraine region. Okay. So Sea of Azov, it is between Ukraine and Russia. From Sea of Azov to Black Sea, it is connected through Kerch Strait. Then from Black Sea to Sea of Marmara, it is connected to Bosphorus Strait. Sea of Marmara to Aegean Sea, it is connected through Dardanelles Strait. From Mediterranean Sea to Atlantic Ocean, it is connected to Strait of Gibraltar. The nations surrounding Black Sea. We already discussed about that in the previous class. The nations bordering Black Sea are Georgia, Romania, Ukraine, Russia, Turkey, and Bulgaria. We already gave the memorizing story also. Okay. So I am not going to repeat it again. Okay. Next one is Murmansk Port or Murmansk Port, whatever you can, you want to pronounce, you can pronounce it. Just note down the spelling. Murmansk Port. It is the port which is present in North Sea route. What is North Sea route? Nowadays we can see this thing in newspaper. What is North Sea route? Actually, it is a sea route that connects Asia to Arctic Ocean. For India, Arctic Ocean is very, very important because India is already exploring natural gas and oil from Arctic region. Okay, so this is very, very important for India, uh, this North Sea route. Actually, it connects Asia to Arctic region. Okay, and this is actually this Murmansk port is present in Barents Sea. It is present in Barents Sea. Actually, Barents Sea is this region. It is a part of Arctic Ocean. Sometimes UPSC will give as a match the following question. In one side, they will give the regional sea, like Yellow Sea or South China Sea, Andaman Sea, Barren Sea, like they will give the seas in one side and they will give the ocean in the other side. What is the difference between ocean and sea? Ac- Actually, sea is the subdivision of ocean. Okay, ocean is the largest water bodies present in the world, and the sidelines or the small water bodies which is opening into the ocean is known as seas. Okay, it is not mandatory that all seas are saline in nature. Some of the seas are freshwater in nature. For example, Sea of Gully is a freshwater. Actually, sea sometimes it may be a lake, Caspian Sea. Okay, the large size of if the lake is having large size, we can call it as seas. Okay, most of the time, sea will be the part of oceans or the sidelines of the ocean. Okay, so Barents Sea is the part of. I already saw this question. I don't know where I saw this question. Barents Sea is the part of Arctic Ocean. Okay, please note it down. It is the part of Arctic Ocean, and it is the part of North Sea route. Actually, North Sea route is starting from Murmansk Port. It starts from Murmansk Port. That is the most important thing. This is one of the largest ice-free port in Russia. That is its significance. It is ice-free port so that the India and other nations can access to it throughout the year. Okay, that is the important thing about Murmansk Port. I will show you the North Sea route. You can see North Sea route. Actually, if the South China and China has to reach this Arctic Ocean, usually they take this route, Suez Canal route. Actually, it's a long route. Okay, so they can cut down the distance through North Sea route. It connects Murmansk Port through Bering Strait. Actually, it passes through Bering Strait. That's also important. Murmansk Port to Bering Strait, and from Bering Strait, it is connected to Asia. Okay, so this is an alternative route of Suez Canal route. Okay. It is 13,000 kilometers long compared to 21,000 kilometers covered by Suez Canal. Almost half, it has the half distance than the Suez Canal route. That is the significance. Please write it down. It starts at the boundary between Barents and the Kara. So Kara and Barents, both these seas are present in Arctic Ocean. Both these seas are present in Arctic Ocean, and it connects to Bering Strait. The sea route starts between Barents Sea and Kara Sea, and it concludes at Bering Strait. And the seas which involved in this sea route, actually, in this year also we can expect the question from transportation system. 2020, I don't know why. If you are analyzing the question paper thoroughly, you will get to know that every 3 years the question papers will show some similarities. If you are taking 2017, 18, 19 question papers, it has a similar pattern in questions regarding every subject: geography, history, art and culture, everything. In 2022, 2023, the question is aligning in same manner. For example, I will tell you one thing. In 2022, they asked about port and its significance. As a match the following question. One side they give the name of port, other side they give the significance of the port. It's a question from transportation system. For a long period of time, they didn't ask any question from transportation system. I think last they asked from transportation system was around 2016 or 17 or something. After that, they didn't ask question from transportation system. They asked question 2022. Okay, then we assumed that there will be a question in 2023 also. Okay, there was a question in 2023 about international corridors. Okay, so this year also they may ask questions from transportation system. Only few things have to be studied from this transportation system. That is ports, national waterways. Maybe national waterways will be the question because most of the national waterways are extending. So what is studied in the previous year is not the answer nowadays because extensions are different. Okay, for example, National Waterway 3 is from Pallam to Kakinada, but now it is extended towards Kozhikode. Okay, so there is a change in National Waterway. So please note it down. And another thing they will ask is international corridors, especially the corridor that discussed in the recent G20 summit. That will be a question. Or they will ask the sea route. Not this sea route, any of the sea route. Okay, so this year also we can expect a question from transportation system. Okay, so please note it down. Then please note the seas involved in this route. The seas involved in this route. The seas involved in this route are Chukchi Sea, East Siberian Sea, Laptev Sea, Kara Sea, and Barents Sea. All these seas are in Arctic Ocean. Chukchi, East Siberian, Laptev, Kara Sea, and Barents Sea. Chukchi, East Siberian, Laptev, Kara Sea, and Barents. Okay. Okay, then you can see White Sea in this region. White Sea. Okay, actually, just in the side of this White Sea, you can see Kamchatka Peninsula. Why this Kamchatka Peninsula and White Sea are important? Because Russia launched a ballistic missile from White Sea to Kamchatka Peninsula. Okay, that was the news. Actually, Russia launched a ballistic missile from White Sea to Kamchatka Peninsula. So please note it down. This White Sea comes just below the Barents Sea. This is also the part of Arctic Ocean. This is also the part of Arctic Ocean. And Kamchatka Peninsula is the peninsula of Russia. It comes just west of the Bering Sea. It comes to the west side of Bering Strait or Bering Sea. It comes west of the Bering Strait or Bering Sea. And you can see the some of the islands which is extended from Kamchatka Peninsula. That islands are known as Kuril Islands. Kuril Islands is a disputed territory between. Please note it down. Kuril Islands. It is a disputed territory between. You can see Kamchatka Peninsula is the part of Russia. Here you can see Japan. So it is a disputed territory between Japan and Russia. Kuril Islands are the disputed territory between Russia and Japan. Okay, when they fired ballistic missile from White Sea to Kamchatka Peninsula, it will be a warning to Japan. It will be a warning to Japan. Okay, so Kuril Islands. Then Arctic region. Actually, Arctic region comes in the news. It is related to our natural resource scarcity. Okay, because we are more, India is more focusing on Arctic region for uh, petroleum and natural gas. That's why Arctic region is comes in the news. Arctic Council, you all know that Arctic Council, which came into existence in 1996, its members include, you can see the nations which surrounds Arctic region, that are Russia. Alaska is the territory of US, so US, Canada, Greenland is the territory of Denmark. Greenland is the territory of Denmark. Then Finland, Sweden, Norway, and Iceland. Okay, these are the nations that comes in Arctic region, and these are the nations which includes in Arctic Council. These are the regions that comes in Arctic Council. Arctic Council is formed through Ottawa Declaration. Please note it down. It is formed through Ottawa Declaration. Its headquarters in Tromsø, Norway. And please note, you just go and download the last year mains question paper, and please note the geography questions. If they are asking a particular region in mains question paper, they will definitely ask the prelims questions related to that in this year, because UPC, 1 year UPC asked about Arctic Council. That year they asked about Arctic resources. Okay, so sometimes they will ask the questions from mains question paper. Actually, they are monitoring that whether we are familiar with this main things or not. Okay. So these are the regions that comes in Arctic Council. This is Arctic region. It is formed by Ottawa Declaration. There are so many declarations in this year. So please note all the declarations. Then Gulf of Guinea. Why Gulf of Guinea came into news? It is because India done an anti-piracy drill here. Okay, that is why it came in the newspaper. Gulf of Guinea. In this, nothing is important. Just note out Null Island. There is an island just in the west of this Gulf of Guinea. The most important thing about this Null Island is where prime meridian and equator intersects. The island or the territory in which prime meridian and equator intersect. That is Null Island. It is just west of the Gulf of Guinea, or it is situated in the Gulf of Guinea. It is situated in the Gulf of Guinea. Null Island is a territory where prime meridian and equator intersects. You all know that it is a part of Atlantic Ocean. Okay, that is not important. Next is seas of Antarctica. Seas of Antarctica. Before moving to seas of Antarctica, there are several news regarding glacial melt in Antarctica. In that, Hindu newspaper covered about two glaciers, that are Doomsday Glacier and Thwaites Glacier. These are the two glaciers melting in Antarctic region. Doomsday Glacier and Thwaites Glacier. In this, Doomsday Glacier is present in Weddell Sea. That is the important thing. It is present in Weddell Sea. Doomsday Glacier. It is present in Weddell Sea. Okay. The different seas of Antarctica, it includes Weddell Sea. You can see Weddell Sea here. Then Ross Sea. These are the two important seas in Antarctica, Weddell Sea and Ross Sea. These are the two important seas in Antarctica. Other than this, another one is Amundsen Sea and the Davis Sea. It is written here. Amundsen Sea and Davis Sea. Most important one is Weddell Sea and Ross Sea. Weddell Sea and Ross Sea. These are the part of Antarctica. Okay. And Antarctica is having a one major river system. Okay, we are not aware about that river. Antarctica is also having a river that is known as Onyx River. Antarctica is also having a river that is known as Onyx River. Onyx River. The two glaciers which is melting in, actually most of the glaciers are melting, but most gigantic glaciers that is melting in this region are Doomsday and Hawaii Glacier. Next is Nord Stream. What is Nord Stream? UPC may ask what is Nord Stream. It may be a one word or one statement type question. Nord Stream is a gas pipeline. It is a gas pipeline that is passing through Baltic Sea. It connects the Russian gas field to Germany. Nord Stream. It is a gas pipeline. It's a gas pipeline from Russia to Germany. From Russia to Germany. And it is passes through Baltic Sea. It passes through Baltic Sea. It's a gas pipeline. Stubby pipeline is also a gas pipeline. It connects from Stubby. Full form of Stubby pipeline is the nations involved in Stubby pipeline. Turkmenistan. Please write it down. This is very, very important. Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India. Actually, the full form of Tabi pipeline is Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India pipeline. That is the full form of Tabi pipeline. It's a natural gas pipeline. Please write it down. It is not an oil pipeline. It's a natural gas pipeline. It connects Galkinish gas fields in Turkmenistan. It connects Galkinish gas field in Turkmenistan into Fasilka in Punjab. Fasilka is a place in India. Okay. Actually, it connects Galkinish gas fields in the Turkmenistan to Fasilka in Punjab. Okay. The cities through which this pipeline is passing in Turkmenistan, it only comes from Galkinish gas field. But in Afghanistan, it passes through Kandahar and Herat. Kandahar and Herat. Then Nimruz. These are the cities through which this pipeline is passing in Afghanistan. They may ask cities because these cities are very famous through Tabi pipelines. Okay, so Kandahar, Herat, and Nimruz in Afghanistan. In Pakistan, it passes through Multan and Quetta. Quetta and Multan. It passes through Quetta and Multan. Tabi pipeline. Okay. Then Baltic Sea is surrounded by, you can see Baltic Sea in this region. Baltic Sea is surrounded by Sweden. Okay, please note it down. Norway is not here. It is Sweden, Finland. Then you can see Russia is present here. In this small region, Russia is present. Russia, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. Then Poland. Here also a small territory of Russia is present. Poland, Germany, and Denmark. These are the nations encircling Baltic Sea. Norway is not present. Sweden, Finland, then Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, then Russia, Poland, Germany, Denmark. You should have to look at the atlas because you should know how these nations are arranged in that region. Okay. Maybe there will be questions from this region. Next important thing is Klaipeda seaport. It is in Latvia. Sorry, not in Latvia. It is in Lithuania. It opens to Baltic Sea. Klaipeda Seaport. Klaipeda Seaport. It is in Lithuania. It is in Lithuania. It came related to this Nord Stream pipeline. Okay, it is related to Nord Stream pipeline. Klaipeda Seaport. It is in Lithuania. Lithuania. Next important place is Serbia, Kosovo. No, Serbia, Kosovo is not that important. Okay, leave it. Most important thing is Armenia and Azerbaijan. This is very, very important. Armenia and Azerbaijan is having a disputed territory in Azerbaijan. That disputed territory is known as Nagorno Karabakh. I will show you the picture of Nagorno Karabakh here. You can see this is Azerbaijan. This is Azerbaijan. In this Azerbaijan, there is a small territory is present that is known as Nagorno Karabakh. Actually, Nagorno Karabakh is a region which is occupied by Armenian people. Okay, so they want independence from Azerbaijan and they want to be annexed with the Armenia. So it's a disputed territory between Azerbaijan and Armenia. UPC already asked a question regarding Nagorno Karabakh, and they will again ask the question. Maybe in the coming years, Russia will be involved in this issue also. Okay, so Armenia and Azerbaijan. Actually, Nagorno Karabakh is situated in Azerbaijan. It is not situated in Armenia, it is situated in Azerbaijan. It's a territory which belongs to Armenian people. Okay, that's why they want to annex with the Armenia. You can see Armenia here. Okay, but Nagorno Karabakh is something in the middle of this Azerbaijan. That's why they cannot give it to Armenia. It's not in the fringes, it is in the middle. Okay, in between that, there are also Azerbaijan. Okay, that's why they cannot annex it. South Sudan, no need to study. Actually, Ethiopia, you all know that there are so many civil strife and conflicts are going on Ethiopia. So they may ask the surrounding nations of Ethiopia. So please note it down. The surrounding nations of Ethiopia. The surrounding nations of Ethiopia includes Eritrea, Djibouti, Somalia. Actually, these four nations, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Djibouti, and Somalia, are the part of Horn of Africa. So the nations encircles Ethiopia includes the nations which comes in Horn of Africa. Okay. Other than that, Kenya, South Sudan, and Sudan. Kenya, South Sudan, and Sudan. Kenya, South Sudan, and Sudan. These are the countries that encircles Ethiopia. Then another important thing is the community that belongs to Ethiopia. Sometimes UPSC asks the communities in particular region. The communities in Ethiopia, actually Ethiopia has different types of community. It includes Amhara people and Oromo people. Please write it down. Either they will ask Amhara region is belonging to. Okay, actually this Amhara is the name of a region. That name is taken from the ethnic community's name. Okay, actually the ethnic community in this region is known as Amhara people. Okay, either they will ask about Amhara region or Amhara people. It belongs to Ethiopia. Another community that comes in this region is Oromo people. Okay, the territory of this Oromo people is known as Oromia. Is known as Oromia. These are the two communities that comes in Ethiopia. Amhara people and the Oromo people. Okay, then there is a disputed territory in Ethiopia or the region which undergoes civil strife is Tigray. Please write it down, Tigray. It's a conflicted zone in Ethiopia. It's a conflicted zone in Ethiopia. So these are the three things. that UPC may ask. Tigray, Amhara, Oromo. In that, Amhara and Oromo are communities. Tigray is a region. Okay. Conflicted zone. Tigray is a conflicted zone. Mediterranean Sea, we already discussed Mediterranean Sea in last class. I am not going to take it again. Levant. What is Levant? Levant is the eastern region of Mediterranean Sea. Levant is the eastern region of Mediterranean Sea, and it acts as a bridge between Africa and Eurasia. It acts as a bridge between Africa and Eurasia. Then it includes, which all are the nations included in Levant? Levant includes Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, and Cyprus. These are the region that comes under Levant. Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, and Cyprus. They have common culture, common history, and common language. Okay, that's why they are distinctively known as Levant region. Actually, they share same history. Levant, Levant. Eh, Cyprus വരുമെന്നാണ്. Yes, Cyprus is there. Gabon, no need to. Next is Panama Canal. Panama Canal. Actually, Panama Canal there is news because it is drying up. Okay, due to climate change. That's why Panama Canal is our newspaper. Actually, if there is some news related to climate change, you should have to give more importance because UPC always ask a question from climate change. Okay. Last year they asked about Lake Fagby. Okay. Another time they asked about receding sea, Aral Sea. Okay. So if some water bodies are drying up, UPC definitely ask the question. So Panama Canal is such a one. In this canal is drying up due to climate change. Actually, it connects. You can see Panama Canal here. Okay, Panama Canal here. Actually, it connects between Pacific Ocean to Caribbean Sea. Caribbean Sea is the part of Atlantic Ocean. So it connects Atlantic Ocean to Pacific Ocean. Please write it. It connects Caribbean Sea to Pacific Ocean. And there is a gap known as Darien Gap. Please note it down, Darien Gap. Actually, some of them want to expand this Panama Canal, okay, by dredging and making more width to the canal. But environmentalists are not agreeing with this. It is because of this Darien Gap. Darien Gap is a region with rich biodiversity and endemism. That is why the environmentalists are not allowing to widen this Panama Canal. So please note it down, Darien Gap. It does not have any motorable route due to high biodiversity. Okay, so these two are important. Panama Canal connects between uh, this Caribbean Sea and the North Pacific Ocean, and there is a gap known as Darien Gap. It is famous for biodiversity. It does not have any motorable road. It is because of its rich biodiversity. Okay. Then Democratic Republic of Congo, it's very, very important because last year we got a question regarding cobalt. Actually, Democratic Republic of Congo, in which the most important or significant plateau of Africa lies, that is Katanga Plateau. Katanga Plateau is majorly situated in Democratic Republic of Congo. Actually, like our Chota Nagpur Plateau, this Katanga Plateau is very, very important for Africans because most of the resources like cobalt, copper, zinc are produced from this region. So Katanga is famous for minerals like cobalt, copper, zinc, etc. Okay, Katanga Plateau lies in Democratic Republic of Congo. Most probably they will ask that Democratic Republic of Congo is a landlocked country. Is it a landlocked country? No, it has a small opening towards Atlantic Ocean. So please note it down. It is not a landlocked country. It is not a landlocked country. And the bordering areas of Democratic Republic of Congo. What are the bordering nations? First is Republic of Congo. First is Republic of Congo. Second is Central African Republic. South Sudan, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Tanzania, Zambia, Angola. These are the nations that encircles Democratic Republic of Congo. Okay, and you all know that Congo River is the only river that cut across the equator twice. The Congo River is also known as River Zaire. Congo River is also known as River Zaire. It is the only river that cut across the equator twice. You can see equator is passing through the center of Africa and this river cut across the equator twice. And this river is also forms the boundary between Republic of Congo and Democratic Republic of Congo. Congo River also forms the boundary between Republic of Congo and the Democratic Republic of Congo. And the disputed areas in Democratic Republic of Congo. The disputed territories in Democratic Republic of Congo include Ituri and Kivu. Kivu is again divided into two, North Kivu and South Kivu. The conflicted area. The conflicted area in Democratic Republic of Congo include Ituri and Kivu. Kivu is divided into two, North Kivu and South Kivu. Please give more importance to conflicted areas. I am repeating that UPSC will definitely ask disputed territories. Okay, because they are giving more focus to disputed areas. Okay, next is South China Sea. Okay, South China Sea is a disputed area in Pacific Ocean and it is a part of Pacific Ocean. Okay, please note it down. South China Sea is the part of Pacific Ocean. It is extended from Strait of Malacca to Taiwan Strait. It is extended from Strait of Malacca to Taiwan Strait. South China Sea is extended from Strait of Malacca to Taiwan Strait. Strait of Malacca is situated between Malaysia and Indonesia. It is situated between Malaysia and Indonesia. Strait of Malacca is between Malaysia and Indonesia. Situated between Malaysia and Indonesia. Okay. Then Nine Dash Line. What is Nine Dash Line? What is Nine Dash Line? Ah, yes. Actually, it's a border given by China. Okay, actually, it's not internationally accepted border. It is a border of South China Sea given by China. China have a tendency to give new maps every year for every nation, and they will claim that okay, this part is ours. Okay, so like that, China already made a boundary in South China Sea. That is known as Nine Dash Line. Okay, then the islands. The disputed islands in South China Sea includes. What are the disputed islands in South China Sea? That are Paracel Islands, then Spratly Islands. Then here is another one island is present, that is Scarborough Shoal. Paracel Island, Spratly Island, and Scarborough Shoal Islands. These are the three disputed islands in South China Sea. and the nations encircling South China Sea. The nations which borders South China Sea includes China, Taiwan, Philippines, Brunei, Malaysia, Indonesia, then Singapore, then actually Vietnam, then Cambodia and Thailand is also having uh, border with the South China Sea. But we usually say that Thailand and Cambodia is opening to Gulf of Thailand. Actually, Gulf of Thailand is the part of South China Sea. Okay, so please note it down. Gulf of Thailand is the part of South China Sea into which Thailand and Cambodia is opening. And please write it down. Laos is a landlocked country. Please note it down. Laos is a landlocked country. It does not open to South China Sea. It is very, very important. Laos is a landlocked country. It is not opening into South China Sea. There may be a question from South China Sea. If they are asking, please note it down. Laos is not opening into South China Sea. All other Southeast Asian nations that you know, except Myanmar, is opening to this region. Okay. Okay, then there is a small, you can see South China Sea here. Above South China Sea, it lies East China Sea. Above East China Sea, there is Sea of Japan. So please write this order and how this is connected. Okay, Sea of Japan is connected to Sea of Japan is connected to East China Sea through Korean Strait or Tsushima Strait. It's known as Korean Strait or Tsushima Strait. Sea of Japan is connected to East China Sea through Korean Strait or Tsushima Strait. And East China Sea is connected to South China Sea through Strait of Taiwan. Strait of Taiwan. Through Strait of Taiwan. And in between this East China Sea, not between, in the above or in the north of East China Sea, there is a sea that is known as Yellow Sea. This sea is known as Yellow Sea between China and the Korean Peninsula. Yellow Sea is situated between China and the Korean Peninsula. Okay. Kuril Islands, we already mentioned about Kuril Islands. Another important island is Senkaku Islands. Senkaku Island. It is the island which is present in East China Sea. Actually, this Senkaku Island is present in this region. It is present in East China Sea. It was already a question. Senkaku Island is also known as Diaoyu Island. Actually, in China, it is known as Diaoyu Island. Actually, it is not spelling. Sorry, OYU, Diaoyu Island, China. China call it as Diaoyu Island. Japan call it as Senkaku Island. It's a disputed territory between Japan and China. It's a disputed territory between Japan and China, situated in East China Sea. Situated in East China Sea. Next one is Escuba region. Escuba region. Escuba region is a region which is present in Guyana in South America. It's a disputed territory between Venezuela and Guyana. Escobar region, because it's a natural gas and oil rich region. That's why there is a dispute between Venezuela and Guyana. It is the part of Guyana, Escobar region. It is a part of Guyana. It's a disputed territory between Venezuela and Guyana. Why it's a disputed territory? Because it's rich in oil and natural gas, Escobar region. There is a river in the east of Escobar region that is known as Escobar River. That is known as Escobar River. It opens into Atlantic Ocean. It opens into Atlantic Ocean. It opens into Atlantic Ocean. Escobar region. Next is Afghanistan. Afghanistan is very, very important for India because India is act as the elder brother of Afghanistan. Okay. So Afghanistan, the nations encircling Afghanistan include IPI, TUT, and China. What is IPI? IPI. Iran, Pakistan, India. You can see here Iran, Pakistan, India. That is IPI. Iran, Pakistan, India. Then TUT, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and Kazakhstan. Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and Tajikistan. Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan. Then China. Okay. So these are the nations bordering Afghanistan. IPA, India, Pakistan, Iran, TUT, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and Tajikistan. Then China. India-Afghanistan Friendship Dam is known as Salma Dam. It is Salma Dam. Okay. Then in Nigeria, there is also some conflicted region, that is Kano and Damaturu. Please write it down. The regions in Nigeria which is under conflict, that is Kano and Damaturu. In Africa, most of the conflicted regions are undergoing civil strife. It is not by other nations. It is not between the dispute between two nations. Actually, it is the dispute happening within the civilians. Okay, most of them are civilian, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ civil strife. Kano and Damaturu. These are the two regions in Nigeria. And coup is also happening in this region. That is why it comes in news. Next is Dukkam Port. Where is Dukkam Port is situated? Actually, it's a port. Uh, Actually, it's a port in Oman, and China is getting more access to this Dukkam port. That's why India is worried about. Okay, so Dukkam port, it is in Oman. Dukkam port is in Oman. Okay, in this region, in Arabian Sea, there are three major ports. One is Dukkam port, that is in Oman. Another port is Port of Godwar. It is a port which is situated in Port of Godwar in Pakistan. It is a port in Pakistan. Port of Godwar in Pakistan, and it is built by the assistance of China. Okay. To counter this port of Godwar, India is also planning another port in Iran next to Pakistan. That is known as Chabahar port. Actually, Chabahar port is aimed to connect Indian Ocean to Afghanistan region. Okay. So Chabahar port. Chabahar port is in Iran, port of Godwar in Pakistan, and Dukkam port in Oman. Another most important thing is the cost of Iran and Pakistan together known as the cost of Iran plus Pakistan is together known as Makran cost or Makrana cost. Makran cost or Makrana cost. The cost of Pakistan and Iran together is known as Makran cost or Makrana cost. The most active volcano in Peru. It's not a Ubinas volcano. Please write it down. Sometimes UPC may ask the volcano and its places. Ubinas volcano. It is located in Peru. It is a part of Ring of Fire and most active volcano in this region. Ubinas volcano in Peru. In case of volcanoes, you just want to search its nation, no other thing. But in case of our volcano, Barren and Narcondam, you have to just look at whether it is active or dormant. Okay, we have two volcanoes. One is Barren, that is active volcano in Andaman Island. It is not in Nicobar Island, it is present in Andaman Island. Second volcano we having is Narcondam. It is dormant or extinct. It is dormant. It is also present in Andaman region. And there is last time when I see some mock test, I saw a question like that. Barren Island is the only active volcano in Indian subcontinent. Is the statement is right? Barren is the only active volcano in Indian subcontinent. Yes, that statement is right. Actually, they are telling it is the only active volcano in India. We will easily correct. Yes, that is correct. And it is also right. It is the only active volcano in Indian subcontinent. Okay. So please note it down. And both of these volcanoes are present in Andaman part of island. Okay, Andaman Islands. Next is Coco Island. Coco Islands are the islands that just actually there is unusual constructions are happening in Coco Islands. Maybe by China through satellites, India already observed some infrastructure activities happening in Coco Islands. That's why it came into the news. So Coco Island is situated just below the Myanmar and just below Myanmar and between Myanmar and the Andaman Islands. Okay, there is a channel known as Coco Channel. UPC may ask Coco Channel separates between Myanmar and the Andaman Islands. Okay, it separates between Myanmar and the Andaman Islands. Coco Channel. Okay, Coco Channel. Next is Orkney Island. Actually, Orkney Island is formed by glacial erosion of sandstone. Please note down, it is an island which is formed in the North Atlantic Ocean. It is formed in North Atlantic Ocean. It is formed by glacial erosion of sandstone. Orkney Islands. Orkney Islands. It is in North Atlantic Ocean. I will show you the picture. You can see Orkney Island. Actually, it was the part of Britain. Okay, but it was formed as an island due to glacial erosion. Actually, it was a part of Britain, but it was formed out of glacial erosion. Okay, that's the important thing. Orkney Island. It is in North Atlantic Ocean. UPC may say it is in North Sea. It is not in North Sea. It is in North Atlantic Ocean. Next is Pong Dam. The sites from India. Pong Dam. Actually, Pong Dam is declared as a wetland of national importance. It declared as a wetland of national importance. Pong Dam is situated in Himachal Pradesh. It is situated in Himachal Pradesh and it is not a natural dam. It is a man-made reservoir. It is formed out of Bias River. Actually, here river is the important thing. Okay, it is formed from Bias River. That is the most important thing. So Pong Dam is situated in Himachal Pradesh. It is formed from Bias River. It is a man-made dam and highest earth-fill dam in India. This is another important significance. Highest earth-fill dam in India. Pong Dam is the highest earth-fill dam in India. Highest earth-fill dam in India. Okay, here you can see Pong Dam. Actually, you can see Bias River is passing through this. Yes, this is Pong Dam. Okay, this is Pong Dam. It is in Bias River. Bakranangal River, Bakranangal Dam is situated in, on which river? Satluj. It is in Satluj. Bakranangal Dam is situated in Satluj River. It is in Satluj River. Next is Tambara Lake. Please write it down. Tambara Lake. Tambara Lake. It is a lake in Odisha. It is a lake in Odisha. It also included in wetland atlas. That is the importance. It is in Odisha. Tambara Lake in Odisha. It is in wetland atlas prepared by Ministry of Environment. It is situated near to Chilika Lake. Then they will ask whether this lake is a freshwater lake or saline water lake. This is a freshwater lake. Tambara Lake is a freshwater lake, but it is situated near to Chilika Lake. Okay. The river which drains into Chilika Lake is Daya River. Daya River. Okay. UPC may give the statement like that. They will say Mahanadi drains into Chilika Lake. It's not right. Actually, Daya River is entering into Chilika Lake. Chilika is a lagoon, actually. It's not a lake, actually, it's a lagoon. Okay. So Tambara Lake is in Odisha. It's a freshwater lake and it comes under wetland atlas prepared by Ministry of uh, Environment. Okay. Next is Teri Desert. Teri Desert. It's a desert forming in Tamil Nadu. It is a desert forming in Tamil Nadu, Thoothukudi district. It's a climate change region. That's why I included in this. Okay. If climate change is hitting and some deserts are forming, the UPC will definitely ask. Teri Desert. It's in Tamil Nadu. Okay. It is filled with the red dunes. It is filled with the red dunes. Then another important geographical feature that we can see in news is Eramati Dibbalu. What is Eramati Dibbalu? These are red sand hills. Eramati Dibbalu is the red sand hills. You can see the hill in this picture. It is a red sand hill. Another important thing is it is a geo-heritage monument. It is considered as a national geo-heritage monument. That is the important thing about Eramati Dibbalu. It is considered as a national geo-heritage monument. It is present in Andhra Pradesh in Visakhapatnam region. Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Eramati Dibbalu is the red sand hill in considered as a national geo-heritage monument and it is present in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Eramati Dibbalu. Okay. Now we are moving to corridors that present in news. In that corridor, please note the cities and ports. You will get the questions regarding cities and ports. So first corridor is the corridor that was signed in the recent G20 summit that happened in Delhi. India, Middle East, Europe corridor. You can see India, Middle East, Europe corridor. When you are studying a corridor, first you should have to focus on the extension of corridors. In 2023, UPSC asked the extension of corridor. The corridor is extending from this region to this region. So you should have to locate that particular cities. Second thing, if there is any ports are given, please note down the port and its nation or the country which it belongs to. Okay. So first corridor is India, Middle East and Europe corridor. Here you can see from Mumbai to it connects to Piraeus port in Greece. So it is connected from Mumbai to Piraeus port in Greece. It is connected from Mumbai to Piraeus port. Okay. Actually, in this corridor, there are two components. You can see first, Mumbai port is connected to Middle East. First, Mumbai port is connected to Middle East. This section is known as Eastern Corridor. Okay, this section is known as Eastern Corridor. Then, from Jebel Ali in UAE to Greece in Piraeus in Greece, this section is known as Northern Corridor. That means this has two corridors. Here you can see it is divided into two corridors, east corridor and north corridor. East corridor is connecting India to Arabian Gulf. North corridor is connecting Arabian Gulf to Europe. These are the two components. And another major important thing about this corridor is it is the part of a project. The project is known as Partnership for Global Infrastructure and Investment. UPC may give this as a statement. Actually, this corridor is the part of Partnership for Global Infrastructure and Investment. This project is the part of Partnership for Global Infrastructure and Investment. Then it's a multi-modal connectivity. What do you mean by multi-modal connectivity? Multi-modal connectivity means it includes rail, sea route, and road connectivity. So multi-modal connectivity, rather than it says a multi-modal connectivity, it also have or it also include electricity cables, hydrogen pipeline, and high-speed data cable. So please note it down. We are studying a lot of corridors, but in from that it is very different because it includes electricity cable, hydrogen pipeline, and high-speed data cable. Other than rail, road, sea route, it has electricity cable, hydrogen pipeline, and high-speed data cable. Then signatories. Okay, if they are asking about signatories, you will definitely sign for India, Saudi Arabia, UAE, European Union, Italy, France, Germany. But actually, this route is not passing through US. But the US is a signatory to this. Okay, so please note it down the signatories of this uh, corridor. In this, US is the most important one. Actually, this corridor is not passing through US, but US is a signatory to this. India, Saudi Arabia, UAE, European Union, Italy, France, Germany, and US. Then the ports involved in this corridor. Okay, ports. Please write it down. From India, there are three ports included in this project that are Mundra port. What is the importance or significance of Mundra port? Private port, first private port. Mundra port is the first private port. Then Kandla port from Gujarat. What is the importance of Kandla port? Largest tidal port in India, first thing. Second thing, known as offspring of partition. That will be the question for UPSC. Offspring of partition. Why it is known as offspring of partition? Before the Kandla port, we have Karachi port. When India and Pakistan were together, we used Karachi port for the export and import. But after the partition, we have to make another port. So after the partition, first we made Kandla. So it is known as offspring of partition. A third important thing about Kandla port is it is the first economic zone, special economic zone in India. First special economic zone in India is Kandla port. Okay, largest tidal port in India, then offspring of partition, then first special economic zone in India. These are the three major significances of Kandla port. Then is Jawaharlal Nehru port. These are the three ports involved in this corridor, Mundra, Kandla, and then Jawaharlal. From the Middle East, please write it down. From UAE, there are three ports. From UAE, there are three ports. Fujairah port, Jebel Ali, and Abu Dhabi. Fujairah, Jebel Ali, Abu Dhabi. Fujairah, Jebel Ali, and Abu Dhabi. Fujairah, Jebel Ali, and Abu Dhabi. In Saudi Arabia, from Saudi Arabia, Dammam Port, and Ras Al Khair. From Saudi Arabia, Dammam Port and Ras Al Khair. Dammam and Ras Al Khair. Dammam and Ras Al Khair. From Israel, it is Haifa. From Israel, Haifa Port. From Greece, Piraeus Port. From Greece, Piraeus Port. From Italy, Messina Port. From Italy, Messina Port. From France, Marseille port. From Greece, Piraeus port. Italy, Messina port. France, Marseille port. So please note down this spot and please study the spot. Most probably you will get a match the following question from here. Okay. Next is International North-South Transport Corridor. Second corridor is International North-South Transport Corridor. Actually, International North-South Corridor is this red color line. It connects St. Petersburg in Russia to Mumbai port. Please write it down. It connects St. Petersburg to Mumbai. It connects St. Petersburg to Mumbai. St. Petersburg to Mumbai. International North-South Transport Corridor is an agreement between India, Iran, and Russia. Actually, it was an agreement between India, Iran, and Russia. It links Indian Ocean to Persian Gulf and Persian Gulf to Caspian Sea, from Caspian Sea to St. Petersburg. It connects Indian Ocean to Persian Gulf, Persian Gulf to Caspian Sea, Caspian Sea to St. Petersburg. These are the connections included in this. Indian Ocean, Persian Gulf, Caspian Sea, and St. Petersburg. Here you can see Mumbai. From Mumbai, it is connected to Bandar Abbas in Iran. From Bandar Abbas to it is connected to Baku in Azerbaijan. Actually, Baku comes in Caspian Sea region. Okay. From Baku to it is connected to St. Petersburg. Okay. So India, Mumbai, Gulf, it is connected to Bandar Abbas in Iran. From Bandar Abbas to Baku. Baku is in Azerbaijan. It is in the coast of Caspian Sea. From Baku to it is connected to St. Petersburg. Okay. Okay, the regions involved is India, Iran, Russia, that you all know, India, Iran, Russia. Other than Russia, Afghanistan, Azerbaijan, Central Asia, and Europe is also involved. Okay, actually, no need to study that things. Okay, please write it down. Baku is a city in Azerbaijan. Baku in Azerbaijan. Please note it down. Baku in Azerbaijan. Then Bandar Abbas and Bandar Ansari. Both this and Tehran. These three towns are in Iran. Tehran, Bandar Abbas, Bandar Ansari. Tehran, Bandar Abbas, and Bandar Ansari. These three are in Iran. Then Astragan. Astragan is a city in, when we hear this word, we will think Azerbaijan or something. This is in Russia. Astragan in Russia. Russia. Astrakhan in Russia. Okay, please note the cities. Next is Kaladan multi-modal project. Kaladan. What is the name of, what is this Kaladan? What is Kaladan? Actually, it's a river which is present in Myanmar. Okay, so Kaladan multi-modal project is a project that is to reduce the distance between Kolkata port to northeastern state of Mizoram. Actually, we have to travel, if we are traveling through the land route, we have to travel this much distance to reach uh, uh, Mizoram. Okay, if we are taking this Kaladan multi-modal project, okay, we can connect Kolkata to Sitwe first. Sitwe is a port in Myanmar. Okay, so first is the sea route. The sea route is extending from Kolkata to Sitwe. Then next is river route. River route connects Sitwe to Palatwa. Okay, that is through Kaladan River. Then Palatwa to Icewall through road route. I will show you the route. Okay, please write it down. First one, the components of Kaladan multi-modal project. Components. First is sea route. Sea route is from Kolkata to Sitwe. Sea route is from Kolkata to Sitwe. Then After sea route, we will take river route. River route is from Situate to Palattua through Kaladan River. Situate to Palattua via Kaladan. Then Kaladan, okay, then Palattua to Mizoram through road route. Palattua to Mizoram through road route. These are the three components: sea route, river route, road route. UPC may say that it includes rail route. Is this involved any rail route? No, there is no rail route. It only includes sea, river, and road route. Okay. Next is Mekong India corridor. What are the Mekong flowing nations? Mekong River passes through Vietnam, Myanmar, Thailand, Cambodia. Other than this, Laos and China. Actually, Mekong River is passing through 6 nations. Mekong River is passing through 6 nations: Vietnam, Myanmar, Thailand, Cambodia, and China and Laos. Okay, Mekong will be a question. Mekong River drains into South China Sea. Maybe they will give Andaman Sea. It is not Andaman Sea. It connects to South China Sea. Okay. So this Mekong project connects India to 4 nations. It does not include China and Laos. It connects India to Vietnam, Myanmar, Thailand, and Cambodia. It connects India into 4 Mekong nations that are Vietnam, Myanmar, Thailand, and Cambodia. Please write it down. It does not connect India to China and Laos. UPC may say that in this corridor, India is connected to all Mekong countries. That is wrong. It is not connecting into China and Laos. Okay. And the cities that included is Ho Chi Minh City in, please write the city name. Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. In Myanmar, it is connected to Davao. Maybe UPC will say in Mekong Economic Corridor, India is connected to Mandalay in Myanmar. That is wrong. It is connected to Davao. It is connected to Davao. In Thailand, it is connected to Bangkok. And in Cambodia, it is connected to Phnom Penh. Phnom Penh. So please note the cities. In Vietnam, it is connected to Ho Chi Minh City. Myanmar, it is connected to Davao City. Thailand, it is connected to Bangkok. Cambodia, it is connected to Phnom Penh. Then BCIM corridor. It was a question in last year. BCIM corridor. It connects Kolkata in India to Kunming in China. BCIM corridor connects Kolkata in India to Kunming in China. Most probably this year the question will be India, Middle East, Europe corridor, because that is the recent news that we have got. Okay. Kunming to Kolkata. This is passing through. Okay. This passes through. Please note it down. It is passes through Dhaka, Dhaka in Bangladesh, Sylhet. Sylhet is a city in Bangladesh. Some people believe that it is in India. It's not in India. It is in Bangladesh. Dhaka and Sylhet in Bangladesh. Silchar and Imphal in India. Silchar and Imphal in India. Mandalay in Myanmar. Then Baoshan, Dali, and Kunming in China. Dhaka and Sylhet in Bangladesh. Dhaka and Sylhet in Bangladesh. Silchar and Imphal. Silchar and Imphal in India. Mandalay in Myanmar. Baoshan, Dali, and Kunming in China. Then trilateral highway. Trilateral highway. Trilateral highway includes India, Myanmar, Thailand. India, Myanmar, Thailand. Trilateral highway. India, Myanmar, Thailand. India, Myanmar, Thailand. It is under India's looking East policy. Please write it down. It comes under India's Look East policy. It comes under India's Look East policy. It connects Moray in India to Mysore in Thailand. This was the previous year question, 2023 question. It connects Moray in India to Mysore in Thailand. Moray in India to Mysore in Thailand. They may say Mysore in China. Actually, Mysore is not in China, it is in Thailand. Last corridor, China Myanmar Economic Corridor. China Myanmar Economic Corridor. Actually, this is a corridor uh, planned by China to get more access to Indian Ocean. In this corridor, China is planning to connect Kunming to Mandalay. From Mandalay, it is going to be connected to Kyushu and Yangon. Kyushu and Yangon. First, it will be connected to Kunming. Kunming to Mandalay. First, China will connect Kunming to Mandalay, Mandalay in Myanmar. From Mandalay, it will be connected to two port cities, that is Kyushu and Yangon. This is China-Myanmar Economic Corridor to counter our BCIM corridor. Okay, Bangladesh, India-China, Myanmar corridor. Okay. So this is about uh, places in news. I already covered so many facts in the first class. Okay, this is a continuity of second class. So I didn't cover any facts related to Mediterranean Sea and all because we have previously covered it. Okay. So this is about places in news. Please note it down. If you are reading through current affairs, first you have to focus on conflicted areas because UPSC will definitely ask conflicted areas. I already gave the conflicted areas in Azerbaijan, Congo, and the Russia-Ukraine regions and all. This is very, very important. Second thing, rather than asking Indian river system, UPSC in the coming years, UPSC will ask questions about international rivers. If they are asking questions from international rivers, they won't ask about origin. Usually they will ask about drainage and the nations through which it passes. Third thing UPSC is going to ask is the climate change related questions, the regions which is going to or turning into deserts or the water body, they are drying up. Okay. Then the question will be regarding resources. Okay. For resources, you don't want to mug up all the resources that given in your textbook. No need of that. It's simply a wasting of time. So what you have to do is focus on the resources which is given in your current affairs. Polymetallic nodules, monocytic sand, cobalt, lithium reserves, and then nickel, thorium reserves. These you have to focus on. Okay. Then if there are some agricultural crops that is continuously coming in your newspapers, that also has to be looked at. Otherwise, you don't want to mug up minerals. Okay. No need to study all these minerals. It's simply wasting of time. Okay. So this is about geography. Thank you so much. So all the best for your examination. Bye.